What is up, guys? This is Logan, also known as LRXC on the comms. Here we go. It said Sadlysius versus ABR. This is big Jimvitational gaming. You know the vibes. Here we go. I don't know why I called it Jimvite. That's just not correct. But we got ABR using a very unique lead Cloyster versus Sadlysius' Metagross. This whole tournament, Sadlysius has been using a lot of like special offense builds with spikes, often packing, like a physical punch with Metagross. Has also been using a ton of Suicune. So maybe ABR is trying to make a play into Suicune at some point with this team. We'll see what they prepped, what they like to do. ABR has been bringing pretty much standard stuff, except a pretty quirky Rain Dance Starmie in one of the games, which I thought was really interesting. Random slaking Umbreon teams, and then also won with Jinx twice. So ABR known for using just standard Pokemon, but then randomly spicing it up. So yeah, let's see we'll just see how this goes. So we saw turn one spikes, Surf into the Metagross. Metagross did reveal leftovers. So we might be seeing a Protect Metagross with Mash, EQ, Slide, or Boom. And Cloyster reveals leftovers as well, understandably. Spikes and Surf. Lead Cloyster is, like, pretty much unseen. I mean, like, usually you do see Cloyster on, like, offensive Spikes builds, but usually you're not leading with the Cloyster. Usually Cloyster is trying to come in on something like a Suicune, something like a Skarmory, and just starting to spam a bunch of spikes. And the huge benefit of Cloyster over Skarmory, of course, is that it doesn't get trapped by Magneton. As in the Magneton that just comes in and gets hugely hit by Surf. I have no clue what that Magneton was coming into. I mean, Magneton... And, well, Magneton's always going to be faster than Cloyster, because while they are technically both base 70, Cloyster's never really going to be running speed, or that much speed. I mean, they want to run Spadef, which I believe lives something like a Starmie Thunderbolt, stuff like that. But yeah, so sadly saying, okay, if there's a Cloyster, there's no Skarmory, I probably don't need this Magneton that much, so I'm going to swap it in to also make Cloyster not boom on something that's a lot more useful. Obviously threatening with Thunderbolt. Let's see what Sadly does. They do just click the Thunderbolt. Makes sense. Celebi comes in. A Cloyster Celebi build. Sadly on the back foot right now. We have to see what is the answer into Celebi. I wouldn't think that the Metagross comes in fear of something like Calm Mind HP Fire. We see nothing quirky on Celebi. We see that it's leftovers. ABR, if it has Baton Pass, this feels like a really easy turn to click Baton Pass. I'm not really sure, though. I mean, I've recently, for the past years, we've been seeing Celebi not use Baton Pass as much and using Leech Seed 3 attacks like Psychic, Giga, HP Fire, or even like Calm Mind 3 attacks. Baton Pass still exists, but I feel like I don't see it on Celebi as much anymore. Not that I'm an expert, but... so let's see. Sadly, is using the timer. This has been 30 seconds. They've been thinking. They're taking their time. They're trying to think, what is their game plan into Celebi? I would also be a little bit... I would be using my timer a bit heavier as well, because it's like, again, Cloyster lead is just really that rare. I mean, like, easily not in the top 10 leads. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. We've been seeing a good amount of Cloyster this tournament. I have been catching up on a lot of the games, and I'm surprised at the usage of Cloyster. I mean, Cloyster has always been a thing, but, like, you know, I just feel like I've been seeing a lot more Cloyster than usual. And not just, like, you know, Kurt's running, you know, Cloyster spikes or something like that. I mean, he usually uses Skarmory, but okay, I'm going to stop yapping. I mean, you got to yap on turns like this, right? Here comes the Salamence. This makes sense. Into the sub. It's a substitute Celebi. Sub pass Celebi, I would assume. I mean, there's no way it doesn't have Baton Pass. This is the moment to Baton Pass. Unfortunately, the Intimidate did get on the Celebi before it gets that Baton Pass off. So nothing physical really wants to come in after this sub. Yeah, wow, interesting. And then we got a Salamence. This makes sense with leftovers Metagross. You're not really threatening Skarmory that much. You pack it with the Magneton. I'm maybe thinking that this isn't Mix Ments. Yep. Ooh, yeah, I don't think that's Mix Ments. Yeah, this is Physical Ments. Interesting. Yeah, so let's see what's up here. So Salamence here could be Dragon Dance. Could be banned. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, you're not going to Baton Pass. I think ABR clearly wants to click, and wow, they're also faster. So this is a very fast Celebi, because I'm assuming the Salamence. I mean, if it's a DD Ments, it might be like about 170, 180 speed, I believe, is the investment with some bulk. Doesn't seem, it's not a speed tie. Shouldn't be. Let's see what ABR does with this Celebi. I mean, it has to be a raw swap. I don't know if you really want to sack the Cloyster this early. Cloyster with 42 health can obviously come in and it can boom on something later. I don't know if Sadlysius really has spikes. I'm kind of doubting it at this point. I don't think Skarm really likes being on a team like this often, and I don't think there's like some like quirky Glalie or like, so okay, just subs again on the Dragon Dance. Okay, interesting. So yeah, being very confident that it's faster. We also see that the reason that we didn't know if it was Banded or DD is that Leech Seed or Leftovers goes before Leech Seed, so that's why Salamence took that Leech Seed, and it didn't get Leftovers recovery because, again, Lefties goes before Leech, so you don't have info on if it's Banned or DD. Maybe ABR was deciding, okay, I'm going to see if it is maybe a Choice Band variant or a Dragon Dance variant. I guess that was just kind of an info moment. Loses some health on Celebi, but with the sub and the lefties and the Leech Seed is healing a lot of it back, and when Celebi comes back in, maybe on no moves or on a double, it will also get healthy with Leftovers again. So let's see what they baton pass into. This DD Ment seems absurdly threatening already, because we're pretty confident there's no Skarmory in the back, and if you don't have Skarmory, your team is just going to struggle versus Ments, because I also don't see that there's really going to be like a Milotic on this team. I mean, like, I guess with ABR, you never know. I mean, this dude is constantly innovating, constantly pushing the metagame forward. I mean, one of the best Gen 3 players of all time. Big fan. But yeah, so I wonder what's going to come in, because Ninjask! What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my goodness! Back Jask! ABR is the Ninjask Nathan we never knew. All those Ninjask players on the ladder. What if one of them's ABR? Oh my goodness. Ninjask this deep in Jimvitational. Radazi's in the chat just like, LOL. I guess you can't see it, but when it comes up, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Back Jask, dude, this is great. So Ninja, okay, but that's the thing. So if Salamence DD's on a Protect, if the Ninjask has Protect, which it usually does, then it's going to be faster than the Ninjask, I think. I mean, like, I don't know what the speed calc is there. Okay, here comes Lax into what I presume to be, oh, it's just, they just raw subbed. Is Ninjask faster than Ments after a DD, or was that just a raw sub play? Oh my goodness, my bad. Holy crap. Wait a second, this is so nuts. Back Ninjask. This is so exciting. I love this. Oh, Gen 3 is so sick. We see Lax take the spikes, heals back up with others. Here comes Baton Pass. Okay, so here comes Celebi. Again, we're just passing subs for fun now. All right, here comes the curse. Celebi still has that Intim drop. Doesn't matter, presumably. Here comes the Leech. That's going to be really annoying for Snorlax. Snorlax reveals Shadow Ball. We're probably looking at Curse Shadow Ball. Maybe Return, maybe Slam, probably Boom, could be Earthquake. Surely it's a normal move. Shadow Ball means there's not going to be anything quirky like HP Steel, which is kind of an OG mid-ground on Tyranitar and Gengar. Here comes Sub again. Man, this Celebi Substitute is such an annoying move. And then they can just Leech again, and Salamence is going to be losing health. This is at -2 attack now. So it's like, again, sneaking in that Intimidate before the sub. Or wait, doesn't Intimidate go through sub? I might be talking out my butt on that one. Sadly, only has 60 seconds left, is feeling probably a little bit flustered by what is in front of them, with Cloyster lead, Ninjask in the back, and nobody's taken damage. I mean, Cloyster took damage right away, but Celebi and Ninjask are basically healthy, which just makes this, like, even more nuts. This is glorious stuff. I mean, this is glorious stuff. Look at this. All right, here comes another Leech after the sub. So Suicune came out. Wait, let me see that again. My bad. Leech Seed, here comes Meds. Yep, just clicks HP Flying. Celebi's getting back to full off of this Leech pretty much. In comes Suicune. I don't know what that Suicune was on. I'm assuming into like sub to try and roar it out with Baton Pass maybe. I'm not really sure what that was on. Here comes the Ments again into the Leech. Salamence is just losing health. And this Celebi is sitting pretty. I mean, like, again, ABR is just not really getting punished for this. ABR is getting huge info on the opposing team. I mean, and look at that. I mean, Salamence is now, I mean, behind that sub. Celebi is so safe behind that sub. Salamence has now took a Leech, took a Psychic. This dude's not setting up Dragon Dance again. Or, well, it's a she, actually. But, you know, It's not setting up DD again. I mean, like, Suicune's been revealed. Magneton's at low health. Metagross a little bit chipped. Snorlax, like, slightly chipped. ABR has the info advantage. I mean, sadly has no clue what's in the back. I mean, surely there is some sort of speed boost, like, you know, recipient in the back. Like, oh, Leech Miss, that's annoying. Here comes Ice Beam, breaking the sub. That's actually a huge break for Sadly. Not feeling pressured by the Leech, and Suicune's going to be at full health now with this lefties. It's another Suicune. Oh my gosh. So maybe there's another... Is this just like a speed, like, baton, like, with Calm Mind? I mean, like... There could be like a Marowak in the back for like another electric resist, a rock. I mean, there has to be a rock resist somewhere, right? So we're thinking Metagross. We're thinking maybe like something like a Marowak, the classic Jask pass into Marowak. I mean, like, man. So yeah, here comes Suicune. Yeah, we're seeing kind of like a classic like blue offense kind of build where you go Magneton to everything once Skarmory gone, right? Protect Metagross, DD Ments, Curse Lax. Suicune doesn't really like Skarmory. But ABR said, no, I'm going to bring Cloyster instead. Yeah, and Cloyster's looking deadly because it can get a boom on this Suicune at some point, assuming no sub. I don't see sub being a thing. Okay, Sadly decides to sacrifice the Magneton, kind of in an awkward spot, and Magneton realistically was not doing anything versus this team. So I like that play from Sadly. Let's get the Lax in. Let's make some stuff happen. Maybe it's Body Slam. Here comes Celebi into the slam. Do we get a para? We do get a para. That's big. That's nice. I mean, obviously, Celebi has natural cure, but that's the upside of Body Slam, right? Is that just trying to eliminate turns. That's why ABR loves the move Thunder Wave. It's like, you know, it's not like, oh, getting lucky. It's just like, it's maximizing your chances. That's the beauty of Gen 3 OU sometimes, right? And if you just get those turns in where you can click Fire Punch Jirachi, where you can click Body Slam, where you can get those turns in to get that paralysis, that could be huge. Because, I mean, ABR might just raw pass here. I don't know. I mean, Sadly could also, if they wanted to, click Shadow Ball and hope for a paralysis. I think that's a little bit yikes. I mean, like, let's see what happens. Yep, let's see. Double into Cloyster. Okay, so I don't think Ments kills the Cloyster, so this is a very unfortunately free boom, assuming that this Cloyster has boom. You could also go for the second layer of spikes if you want. I mean, we know BKC doesn't like the second layer of spikes, but, you know, spikes can still do something. I'm assuming that boom... Here comes Metagross into the boom. Does ABR call it with the surf? No, they boom. Still getting respectable chip on the Metagross. I mean, that was probably Sadlysius's best play. I mean, I assume there's not a Gengar in the back at this point. I assume you would have gone raw Gengar in the back if you had that. But you also, I mean, Gengar kind of seems a little bit bizarre on Sadlysius's team. I mean, I don't know. But okay, here comes the Metagross. I mean, the Suicune is faster than Metagross. Okay. What's the answer to Suicune right now? I mean, is it just Snorlax? Is there something like a Zapdos? You know, Magneton Zapdos isn't unheard of. Is there something to specially pressure those mons in the back? It doesn't look like we would have seen a Zapdos come out here. It's just Lax again. But again, stays in. Is this Roar? Yeah, they roar. Okay, so they tried to roar maybe on a Curse coming into Celebi. Either way, Suicune loves this. I mean, Suicune could just eat that Body Slam, roar it out. Now they threaten Ice Beam. If it is Surf Roar Ice Beam, it might be. I mean, like, I could see it being that. I mean, like, this team so far does not like Salamence that much. If the Suicune, of course, lacks Ice Beam. Let's see what Sadly wants to do here. Does Sadly just want to get chip on Suicune so that maybe Snorlax can, like, kill it at some point? No, we're just going back to Lax, taking spikes. Here comes the Ice Beam. It is Ice Beam Suicune. No freeze. And, of course, no Thick Fat. And, yeah, Snorlax does love that this looks to be a sandless game, which is rare, but we're looking at a sandless game. So Snorlax loves that, but so do both Suicunes. I don't know if Sadly Suicune has Calm Mind yet. I'm assuming it does because Sadlysius has been bringing Calm Mind mons every single time. I mean, like, so much Calm Mind Suicune. Sadly brought a Calm Mind Raikou. Just a lot of this kind of special pressure that Sadlysius has been bringing and winning with, which is why they're at this point in the tournament. So anyway, so ABR does reveal the Magneton. Pretty standard on Ninjask teams to get rid of Skarmory. This team, even though Cloyster's fine into Skarm, this team obviously hates Skarmory, especially with a sub-pass Celebi that just gets roared out and everything. And Heracross comes in on the Thunderbolt Salakberry. I mean, Ninjask is going to be able to revenge, I would assume. I mean, right? I mean, surely it has Hidden Power Flying. Maybe. I mean, Hidden Power Bug would also maybe kill. I'm not sure. Here comes Heracross. Yeah, into that Thunderbolt. Nice. Okay. Mega Horn. Magneton dies. Doesn't even have to click the fighting move. Here comes the Jask. Does it have Protect? Is it just sub Baton Pass, Protect, Swords Dance? We pause for intensity. Sadlysius is still at 30 seconds on their timer, by the way, and ABR has 150 seconds left. ABR has the time advantage, gets to think through these a little bit more. It's Rock Slide. Ninjask click sub. Yeah, there's not going to be an attacking move, I'm assuming. Maybe? I mean, like, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, just sub. Okay, so we real slide. So it's probably, yeah, Mega Horn slide, Brick Break, and then maybe sub. I mean, probably sub, and they don't get the chance to click sub. And this is beautiful because, yep, it is HP bug. Yep, as always. Not as always. I mean, like, but most of the time, yeah, you're going to see HP bug. And they're just able to revenge the Heracross. And, yeah, I mean, like, sadly, it's going to go Ments here. But Suicune can just come back in. I mean, like, it eats 2 Hidden Power Flyings at this point. It is at 76% health. Fortunately, you can't see that. But it's at, just know that it's at 76 health. And I don't know what Sadly does to pressure the Suicune. I mean, like, Heracross was such a big pressurer of the Suicune. And now, look, now Ninjask gets the Baton Pass, so Suicune doesn't even have to come in. I wonder what is I mean, there has to be another abuser, right? I assume there is a physical abuser in the back on ABR's team. I mean, like, there's gotta be, because, like, your Lax answer can't just be, like, leeching with Celebi, I would assume. And yeah, you have Boom Cloyster, and you have a Suicune that can roar, but, like, oh, the leech miss, hold on. Shadow Ball? Crit! Oh, what a pivotal turn! Oh my goodness, what a turn. Wow. Holy, wow. Wow, that is nuts. What a turn of events. The leech, I mean, that was literally the nightmare turn for ABR. That was the nightmare turn for ABR. Suicune doesn't really want to come in. I mean, Ninjas can come in, but they're just going to get slammed. Wow, okay, ABR taking their time now. Yep, 90 seconds left on their timer. They got to think about, how do I win this endgame? We don't know what's in the back. I'm assuming it's a physical abuser. I assume it's not something quirky like an Ursaring. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like I mean, maybe like a Marowak, maybe a Metagross. I mean, like, I feel like it's got to be something better into Rock. I mean, like, you know, I mean, there are some teams that don't run a solid. Yeah, okay, so it's Jirachi. It's something like that. I'm surprised that it's not a physical abuser, but I guess, interesting. Okay, so maybe sub into Call My Jirachi. I mean, if there's a Jirachi, there's a way. It is Earthquake, unfortunately, for ABR. Only going to live 2 more. Has to get a Fire Punch burn. If it is Fire Punch, no, we get the Thunderbolt. Does it Para? No, Serene Grace Para. Needs a miraculous Thunderbolt paralysis right now to win this game. Can it get it? It's the Para? No full Para. Jirachi's done. I don't see a way. I mean, Suicune, I guess, can always win. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, you sub... Oh, wait. You subfish on the Para. And there's no boom. So Snorlax can't just, like, kill itself. Oh my gosh, wait a second. This is not over, necessarily. Yeah, I mean, do you stay in and do you spam Slam? It depends on what this Suicune has, right? I mean, like, if it has Roar, then you can go Suicune and you can click Roar. Hidden Power Bug isn't going to do that much. Even with the spikes damage, you get double lefties. Yeah, interesting endgame as well, because Salamence also has a role in, like, dispatching the Ninjask and getting important, what I believe is faster chip on the Suicune. I don't know if we actually saw the speed comparison between Salamence and Suicune. I mean, it's very likely that Salamence is faster. Assuming it's not some, like, absurd, super bulky DD Ments. Silverwind! Wow! It was 2... Wait, oh, so... What was that hidden power? What? It wasn't Bug? Wait, am I... Low-key, I forget if fighting resists Bug sometimes. I think it does. So wait a second, I could... Wait, what H... Was that, like, Ghost? Wait, I'm so confused. I'm sorry. The game is still going. But that was Silverwind to fish for the Para, fish for the Omni. ABR can't get it. Suicune on Suicune. Wait, I'm, like, perplexed. What hidden power was that? Rock? Man, maybe I'm just behind on the Gen 3 OU metagame. Been playing too much Battle Factory. I haven't done a lot of Gen 3 OU stuff, but... Wow, wait a second. That's crazy. Anyway, here comes Suicune. Yeah, Suicune's looking deadly now, though, unfortunately. Here we go. It has Ice... Oh! No Ice Beam. Predicting the Suicune to... no, wait. Wait, why would you just Ice Beam? Oh, because then you can't roar out the Suicune? Oh, wait, I understand now. Yeah, okay, hold on. Trying to get some Spikes chip on the Suicune, but aren't you also... Okay, so we're still going back to Ments. But now the Suicune's just healing up. So, okay. Okay, I don't understand this now. I'm being open. Wait, no, actually, I know everything about ADV OU. Well, actually... No, this is interesting. Yeah, they're just gonna keep spamming Roar. I mean... Yeah, I guess you're just afraid of getting the Surf chip, but... Like, getting surfed as, like, the Suicune tries to get chip on the Suicune. I mean, at this point, is there no Calm Mind on this Suicune? Like, is this, like... Is this just, like... I mean, obviously Ice Beam. Obviously a Water move. I would think Calm Mind. I mean, like... I would assume it's Calm Mind, but, like... Maybe it's, like, HP Grass or something? Like... I don't... But then again, it's usually 3 attacks Suicune, so I don't see how it's not Calm Mind 3 attacks. Anyway, we get Salamence in on another Calm Mind. So, predicting a non-Roar turn, they're going to get an HP flying off here. Does ABR still just elect to Roar, or are they just going to eliminate the Salamence at this point? No crit, huge damage, roars again. Yeah, so I see. So here's the game. It's like, okay, you keep roaring the Suicune out, and then if you chip... Well, owie. Oh, I just hit my knee. Man down. Oh, I hit my knee. Oh, so much is happening. God, I hate small desks, you guys. I hate small desks. Oh, man. But my pain is healed by my love for Generation 3 Pokemon. God, ADV is so sick. Anyway, Sadly gets another call on the Suicune. Gonna get a powerful hit and power flying. And does it get the roll to kill? No, it's a low roll on the Roar. Okay. I mean, this is over now, right? This is over. Wait, no, it isn't actually. Oh, wait. So this is like such an insane mind game. Because, like, if you stay in, maybe the Suicune gets healthy enough where Salamence can't kill. But then if you stay in and you don't roar, then Salamence comes in and gets the kill. Wait, no. Suicune's faster. Oh my god, wait, no. Suicune's faster. I'm so dumb. Suicune's faster. Oh my god, wait, I thought the Salamence was faster this whole time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the Suicune's faster. Yeah, so... Okay, so this is like, this is game. Right? I mean, like, okay. Calm Mind. No, that's too late. It's too little, too late. It's too little, too late. Surf, done. And then the Suicune's faster. Goodbye, Salamence. ABR has won the game after an unfortunate Leech Seed miss. Forgive me for not I mean, I thought, I was so confused. I was like, I thought, wow, okay. So, I will sit here until game 2 because I think it's going to come up soon. I think we can talk about this game a little bit because I think this is really interesting. So let's really think about before their game, why was ABR not clicking Ice Beam? Oh, pressure? Maybe it was like also like a pressure interaction because like how many Ice Beams? No, they had 15 out of 16. Yeah, wow. What an intricate. I mean, because I feel like the play seems to just be wanting just to click the move Ice Beam. Like why don't you click? Like in this scenario. Oh, again, it's me thinking that the Salamence was faster. So yeah, the reason that you're roaring is that. Yeah, never mind. The reason that you're roaring is that you roar the Suicune out, and then you're faster than the Salamence, and you get to click the big button. You get to click, like, the Ice Beam. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Alright? Like, I want to think about it more, but also I'm just waiting for the next game. Why was Suicune roaring out? So, like, here, like, why don't you just Ice Beam? I guess that's the question. I guess it's because maybe the Suicune gets too much of a jump on the Suicune. It's like a delicate balance of, like, trying to roar to preserve the Suicune, but also not letting Mons get free damage. Because then here... Yeah, Hidden Power Flying. Roar. Yeah, so, like, instead of Ice Beaming there, I suppose... Yeah, but now you can't roar. I don't know. This is really... I mean, like, if you go to a couple turns before... If we go to, like, what happened early on, yeah, you surf to kill. Here comes Salamence. You don't Ice Beam here. You don't Ice Beam here. Because while you could Ice Beam here, or even just Calm Mind, I mean, Calm Mind would have been fun. Oh, also Dragon Dance. Another reason that, yeah, I see. So another reason that you might not, another reason that you have to roar is you have to roar here on the Dragon Dance. Because then if they Dragon Dance on a Calm Mind, yeah, but then you just Ice Beam. So I'm, like, why don't you just Ice Beam? because I guess the Suicune had bigger health. Yes. Ah, isn't that so interesting, you guys? So the Suicune at bigger health. The Suicune at bigger health will always beat the Suicune. So it's this intricate balance of roaring the Suicune out so that you slowly heal, calm minding at the right times. So roaring here, Suicune comes in, Salamence wants to keep coming in. Wow, that is such an interesting end game. I mean, I'm really yapping on this end game, but like that's such an interesting end game. Wow. Wow, that's such an interesting end game. Oh man, we're waiting for game 2. You know what? It's kind of nice to just like sit here, right? It's kind of like, you know, it's Callus Invitational vibes, you guys, right? They never cut in between matches. We're just going to sit here and we're going to just wait for the next match. We can talk about so many different things. I mean, like, let's talk about the fact... Okay, never mind. Game 2's up. No more talking. Here we go. ABR on the top. Sadlysius on the bottom. We got the lead Aerodactyl again. ABR did, I believe, previously in the tournament bring lead banned Aerodactyl, which often runs hidden power fighting. In doing so, you get a really good matchup on Zapdos, of course, as you kill it with banned Slide, but you also usually kill Tyranitar with banded hidden power fighting. So you get a really good lead matchup against two of the most, if not the two most common leads. Obviously, Metagross isn't a good lead, but usually on an Aerodactyl team like this, if you're leading it, you're going to see some solid Metagross switch-ins, thinking Zapdos, Suicune, Metagross, Swampert, I mean, all those guys, right? I don't know what ABR specifically brought after that Aerodactyl. I kind of forgot, but I'm pretty sure they did. And also, I think it was Arctic, and they did swap out. And they did swap out of the Tyranitar. So I think Sadlysius is thinking about swapping out on lead HP fighting. Yeah, ABR is not thinking anymore. Sadlysius has been thinking for about a whole minute now. Again, because you don't plan for leads like Aerodactyl. You plan like... that's why you also take a long time on Cloyster lead. You plan for like Zapdos, Tyranitar, Metagross, Skarmory, Suicune, like the big five, like kind of like standard leads. I guess Suicune isn't like a super common lead, but like, you know, you plan for Metagross, Zapdos, Tyranitar at least. Focus! Holy crap! That was such a raw focus punch! Holy crap! That was so raw! Oh my goodness, what a focus punch predicting the double! Oh my gosh, that was so sick. That was the coolest thing ever. Did you guys see that? Oh my god, what a raw click, dude. The raw focus punch into calling, just not even predicting that ABR isn't going to click Hidden Power Fighting, predicting that he's not going to click Earthquake. He is saying, you are doubling into something right now. Oh my goodness. What a play. What a play. And ABR trying to hard call the Skarmory that's right there that doesn't have to deal with the Magneton anymore. This is so sick. That was such a beautiful play. Skarm on Skarm. Let's see who's faster. Well, we actually won't know because ABR Skarm doesn't get the lefties. Here comes Zapdos into the Skarm. No taunt, so we're not seeing any taunt. We're not seeing any like fancy thief Skarmory from ABR. I don't know if you really see those on this kind of team. Okay, this is interesting. So we're seeing a more defensive team with Milo Mag. Like probably Claydol in the back, I'm assuming. Like Magdoll, Milo Bliss. Right? I think we'd see a Claydol in the back, maybe. This is interesting. What an interesting, like, you know, again, I mean, there are some players, the strategy is where you bring a standard team, but you just switch up the lead to, like, mix it up and get your opponent, like, catch your opponent off guard, right? So maybe you're running something like, you know, like Big 5 plus Moltres, and then just for fun, you're like, okay, I'm going to lead Moltres. You're going to lead just something a little bit out of the ordinary that you have mapped out, doesn't put you too much on the back foot. This might be a scenario here. I mean, I feel like it has to be Claydol in the back for ABR, right? I mean, like, you need a spinner. I don't think Fortress makes sense here. I don't think you're running, like, Skarmory here. I think it's Claydol. I mean, I'm assuming it's Claydol. But either way, here comes Sadlysius with a pretty standard-looking team so far. Focus Punch, we don't know if that's Bantar, if that's, like, 4 attacks Tyranitar. Blissey gets paralyzed. I mean, let's see. Do we see the lefties as a band? It is lefties, so we're probably seeing 4 attacks. This could be Boatar. We could see sub here. No sub. All right, so it's 4 attacks, more than likely. Focus Punch, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Hidden Power Bug for the Celebi. I mean, sometimes you might get cute and you might run something else on besides Hidden Power Bug, but, like, I mean, Celebi's just so common. You just don't want to. You don't want to not. And also Claydol. I mean, like, hello. So here comes Milo. Milo's gonna recover. Yeah. Wow, this is interesting. This is so interesting. What a play turn 1. We're 8 turns in, but I'm still thinking about that turn 1. I mean, that is to make a play this deep in a big tournament like this. Like, I mean, the replacement for Kalos Invitational. This is the most prestigious Gen 3 tournament now. Now it is. And to make a play like that against maybe the best ADV player right now, ABR, I mean, like, good stuff, dude. Anyway, here we go. Thunderbolt in. Here comes Bliss. Toxic's on the Bliss. Yeah, so Toxic makes sense. Also, if there is a Claydol in the back, they don't like Toxic, but I don't know. Claydol not coming out yet is interesting when we've seen Tyranitar and Zapdos. Maybe trying to find a way to spin later. Blissey surely going to soft bolt here. Sadlysius can pretty freely go into Tyranitar and pressure this right now. I don't think ABR wants to not have their Blissey healed right now. Oh, it's Wish. Okay, so it's Wish. I mean, it's probably Wish soft boiled. But, and then you can, I mean, I don't, no, you can't stay in here now. Because you just get slided. I mean, yes, you can Seismic Toss on Focus Punch, but you just get slided. And again, where's the Rock Resist? I mean, does Sadly click HP Bug on a Claydol coming in? Or Earthquake on, like, a different Rock Resist coming in? I mean, like... Yeah, Sadly's thinking, here comes the tightening the focus into the Ice Beam. Okay, getting cute with the focus. Doesn't work out. Slide would have taken out that Blissey. Pretty confident. I mean, like, yes, Wish does activate before Sand. But, no, I guess if... Yeah, maybe Blissey... No, Blissey actually probably lived that. Oh, we got the freeze. We get the freeze. The classic ABR freeze. ABR's back in this with that crucial freeze. Blissey's gonna... Yeah, I mean, sadly, I don't know. Do you stay in and go for a thaw? Man, that was interesting. Maybe Slide didn't kill. I don't know. Yeah, because, like, Blissey would have gotten... I don't know. Here comes the Wish. Okay, so we're really just throwing away the Blissey. Okay, goodbye Blissey, I guess. Getting the Wish off to who? Oh, wow. Wait, Arrow. Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah, because Milo will just get killed by banded slides, so then they won't get the Wish. So I guess this is what you go to pressure it. Wow. Is this going to be a speed tie? I wonder if ABR's running like a weird Aerodactyl. Like, I mean, there's no way it's like some quirky stuff like Sub Flames here, right? I just don't see it. It has to be banned. But if you're Hidden Power fighting, I think you actually sacrifice your speed, right? I'm pretty sure Hidden Power fighting means that you run 30 IVs, so you're gonna go Adamant. So you should be slower than opposing Aerodactyl, right? If it is Hidden Power fighting, which I would think it is on a team that is this. Wow, no, what? Is Hidden Power fighting not? Hold on a second. I'm pulling this up in a different tab. I thought either way, well, again, ABR with the speed tie city. I mean, like, am I tripping? Am I tripping that, like, when you run Hidden Power fighting, don't you have 30 speed IVs? Yes, you do. You do. And you literally... How did it win? Hold on. That is... How did... So Sadlysius is... What? So I guess it just wasn't Hidden Power fighting. I mean, I guess that's the lesson, right? It's just not Hidden Power fighting. It's not Hidden Power fighting. So I guess that's where you're going. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, so it wasn't the classic lead band HP fighting. So yeah, I mean, then the Magneton swap makes even more sense into Rock Slide and into a double into Skarmory, expecting Hidden Power fighting, and Sadlysius just said no. So yeah, here comes the Skarm. Yeah, so there's no way, because there's no way that Sadlysius was also not a max speed Aerodactyl. So this just isn't Hidden Power fighting. It's just not HP fighting Dactyl. Oh, the slide miss into the spikes. Okay, setting up the spikes, interesting. We don't know if it has Protect. I mean, usually it has Protect. I mean, Protect would have just been a waste there, because often Aerodactyl might want to swap out. So this team doesn't... Yeah, I mean, when you have Magneton, you're not expecting to have to pressure Skarmory in other ways. And ABR played aggressive, trying to get the mag in. Yeah, here comes Milo. Okay, so another layer of spikes. Or Toxic, yeah, and you could just get the third layer here. I feel like ABR is representing no Rapid Spin in the back. I don't know what the win con is here. I mean, Milo's not winning this game. Skarmory is never winning the game when there's a Zapdos and there's two unrevealed and you got... I mean, yes, it's Frozen Tar, but, like, Aerodactyl... I mean, sadly, Shorely has a rock resist in the back. I mean, like, Swampert makes a lot of sense on this team. The opposing Zapdos matchup is poop. So having Swampert as just having a ground type, right? Having a ground type for the electric resist and the rock resist at the back makes sense. I'm feeling like it might not be Claydol. This could be something Superman-esque. So yeah, well, then maybe not Swampert. Maybe there's a Flygon. Maybe it's Flygon Mag. I don't know. Interesting. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe Flygon Molt? I don't know. That'd be kind of bizarre, actually. Anyway, here comes Celebi. So Celebi is the Mon in the back. It gets paralyzed. Lots of hacks going on. Not anything that, like, means a lot. I mean, the Frozen Tyranitar obviously means a lot. But, like, wow, this is kind of crazy. So here we go. Goes into the Arrow. Into the Hidden Power Ice crit! Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. Wow. Yeah, that's game, right? I mean, like, that has to be game. I mean, like, there's just no way that isn't game. Yeah, that's unfortunate. ABR was calling the HP Ice, trying to find a way to get the Aerodactyl in, and we'll never get to see what's in the back because that game was just over. Wow. Now, let's see that saucy Focus Punch again, you guys. We got to see this. We got to see this Focus Punch. You know what? I'm gonna be real, right? So another reason I can't pause is because I don't know why I forgot to turn on the pause function in my OBS, so I can't pause this without stopping the recording. So we are going full OG recording, BKC, Callus style narrating, where we're just gonna gas up both of these players before a pivotal game 3. This is gonna be exciting. I mean, like, let's go. Like, very cool stuff, right? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so this is the game 1. Game 2 is here. Game 3 should be loaded up soon. Yeah, again, look, sadly bring in Suicune. There could have been a Suicune in the back here. We really don't know. Yeah, and again, like, interesting team from ABR. I guess now that we're looking at it more, the team, like, Aerodactyl is probably the best lead on this team. I mean, you can always lead Skarmory, but I do like the idea of, like, okay, like, when you're leading Aerodactyl, you are trying to maybe bait out the Magneton, or the Skarmory right away. Get the Skarmory away. No clue what the Celebi has. I think ABR also maybe just forfeited because, A, there was no way to win the game, but also not to reveal information for what could be a very pivotal Game 3. I mean, this is a huge Game 3. Really excited to see what they bring. I mean, that Focus Punch play was super raw. And then ABR's maneuvering at the end of this game, game 1, was so sick. I mean, like, we're moving, we're cruising. But the pivot, like, so many players would have just, like, ice beamed, right? But, like, the actual pivoting at the end of this game is still stuff that I would need to sit down and analyze. I mean, if you know me, I take a long time to analyze, right? I take a long, long time to analyze something. So, like, I can't do this live, like, analyzing this absurdly live, but, like, the delicate balance of keeping the Suicune healthy, not letting attacks come off, was just awesome in this game. And then, I mean, Sadly really just had a crucial Focus Punch early on, and even though Sadly got frozen, I mean, like, it was just too little too late, right? I mean, like, it just was. I mean, the rock slide miss is unfortunate. Anyway, here we go, game 3. Cloyster lead again. Okay. Here we go. Let's X out of these. Cloyster lead again from ABR. ABR is all in on this Cloyster lead. It won him game 1, bringing it back. Not sure it's the same team, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if it's the same team, and sadly mixing it up, bringing a lead Mence. Mence is obviously threatened by Ice Beam. Probably wants to swap out unless you really want a hard call. No Ice Beam or ABR clicking spikes turn 1. If this is a mix, Mence, again, sadly taking their time makes sense. You prep for lead Mence, you prep for lead Zap, you prep for lead Metagross, Tyranitar, Skarm, but you're not prepping for lead Cloyster. So yes, definitely think about it. I feel like ABR might just want to click spikes. It's kind of the same deal where, like, Glalie turn 1. I mean, a lot of Glalies will swap out in fear of Choice Band Brick Break, which, you know, Choice Band isn't as common these days, but it's like, it exists. But again, maybe you're just predicting the Salamence to play a little bit scared and spike, just like a Glalie might spike on a lead Salamence. I mean, just like Glalie, Cloyster is going to live a Mixed Mence Fire Blast, a Mixed Mence HP Grass, obviously a Brick Break with that monumental defense. Salamence cannot OHKO this Cloyster. Sadly, he's taking their time, 60 seconds in, and they are still thinking about this lead, more than 60 seconds, and they're taking 90 seconds on this lead, it seems. Yeah, let's see what Sadly wants to do. We know nothing about the team. Again, I can't see ABR bringing the same Cloyster team, right? But then again, building 2 lead Cloyster teams, that's crazy. I wonder what the mindset was. I'd be really curious, like, what ABR's mindset was. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bring lead Cloyster 2 times. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. 2 exciting players. This is just exciting stuff. I mean, like, lead Ments also wants to telegraph like a Magneton. So again, here comes Skarm into the spikes. Yep, there you go. Yep, Ments theoretically could have just stayed in there. Again, here comes double spikes, spikes on spikes. We're spiking it up. ABR might go for 3. Nope, just spins. It reveals spin Cloyster. All right, guys, telegraphed here. The rare moment that Cloyster got a rapid spin off. This is crazy. This is history. Cloyster usually doesn't get rapid spins off. It usually doesn't have the time to, but here in this unique scenario, it does. Has 2 spikes up, gets Skarm's spike off, but now Skarm is saying, I'm going to win this 1v1 because this Cloyster is toxic now. Cloyster, is it going to be refreshing? I don't even know if it learns refresh. I'm kind of curious now. Learn Cloyster. Does it? I feel like it would. It does learn refresh. It does learn refresh. Cool. Imagine refresh Cloyster. LOL, that'd be so funny. That'd be such a bad set. Spike, spin, refresh. I shouldn't say that though, because what? Okay, anyway, here comes the boom. Intimidated boom is doing nothing. And here comes the mag. Okay, we got Cloyster mag. Okay, so these spikes, there's not going to be any spikes on Sadlysius' side unless some crazy double spikes team with 4E, but there's no way. So these spikes are staying, and ABR has spikes up. Then again, a Cloyster is also dead, and ABR does have a Magneton, which often doesn't do too much outside of killing Skarmory. You know, like if Salamence comes in here representing Mixed Ments with Fire Blast, could be the band with Earthquake. Let's see how ABR wants to play around this. Might not just want to sacrifice the Magneton though, because, you know, Magneton can always do stuff into like Zapdos. It can live a hit. It's Flamethrower. It's not even Fire Blast. And the Magneton goes down. ABR playing aggressive, saying, I don't need this Magneton. Here comes Suicune. Suicune's threatening Ice Beam. Could Calm Mind on a swap. What is Sadlysius' response to Suicune? On a team with Salamence and Skarmory, you could see something like a Lax. Here comes Celebi. Into the Calm Mind. All right. ABR saying, I'm not Ice Beaming just yet. Lefties on Celebi, of course. Here comes the Ice Beam. It's faster. Huge damage. No freeze. Leech. This is bad. When the Suicune is faster than the Celebi, and your answer to Suicune is a Celebi, this is not looking good, especially with spikes down, and there's no sand. How does Sadly want to play around this? Wow, this could either be a blazing fast Suicune, could just be an offensive Suicune. I mean, like, me thinking about how I say the name Suicune again. Flashbacks to the fall. ADV Revival gamers know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, so understandably so, Sadlysius wants to think here. They're taking their timer down. Probably under 200 seconds now. They still have a lot of time. But this is looking bad. I mean, like, if you swapped Celebi into Suicune and you just got outpaced and you're going to die to another Ice Beam, this is not good. This is not good. I mean, like, thankfully, ABR also is down 2 Pokemon. So it's not like, you know, a lead Suicune is just, like, punching holes right away, like on something like an Italian offense or something like that. But, like, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Sadlysius is still continuing to think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there has to be something better, right? This could be some sort of, like, Fradazi-esque build, maybe with, like, like, you know, yeah, Salamence, Skarm, you know, Celebi, like a Suicune in the back, or like like, there has to be something else into Suicune. It can't just be the Celebi and the Skarm. I mean, like, you got to be preparing for Magneton plus Suicune. There has to be something else. So let's see what it is. Is it a Zapdos? It's Gengar. Okay, maybe D-Bond? Threatening D-Bond or Explosion. ABR is wanting none of it. Okay, it's Thunderbolt. So they didn't even click D-Bond or Boom to try to take it out. I mean, D-Bond is super rare. I think it's so sick on Gengar. But Celebi comes in. Yeah, this is tough, because now what do you do into Celebi? Salamence obviously wants to come in, but ABR could just Baton Pass. Could be Sub Pass again. Yeah. Is this the same? Is this the same? Is this the same look as the first team? Is this the same? Cloyster, Celebi. Yeah, this could be the same team. This could be the same team. Huh. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Calm Mind, Ice Beam. Yeah. This could just be the same team. I mean, I think it's pretty likely it's the same team. Probably like a 95% chance it's the same team. So, but then again, I mean, when the surprise factor of Ninjask in the back is gone, do you really bring Ninjask again? I guess you really got to believe in Ninjask. Ice Punches into the Celebi doesn't do a lot, and is going to be healing a lot of that off with Leech Seed and lefties. But again, if this is that Celebi, then we know that it does have Psychic, though. Sub, Leech Seed, Baton Pass, Psychic. That's what we're expecting. So, does ABR click Sub? Does ABR just try to click the Psychic? I mean, like if Sadlysius had a Tyranitar, I feel like you'd be going the Tyranitar right now. If you know that the Celebi does not have a move that can touch it. I mean, presumably this is Mono Psychic. Yeah, so this is down to 120. I mean, this is intense, right? I mean, like, there's also yet again that threat of the Ninjask in the back. If Ninjask gets a speed boost off the Suicune, which now that I think about it is kind of nuts, because then that allows Suicune to outpace every Celebi, every Gengar. It could outpace like Starmie. It could outpace Zapdos. I mean, wow, that's actually kind of nuts. Speed pass into Suicune is crazy. Without even going for like the Swords Dance. Huh. Anyway, so this is still continuing to think. Leech Seeded up. I mean, back foot. Ice Punch. Do we get a freeze? We get a freeze! Oh my goodness, we get a freeze! We get a freeze! Wow! The freezes in this series. I mean, like, that's just crazy. I mean, ABR has to swap out. I mean, thank God for Natural Cure, but, like, I mean, can Sadlysius just click Thunderbolt? Can Sadlysius click a different move? No! Wisp Miss! Oh, that would have been crucial. I mean, like, okay, you get the freeze, but, like, man, that's... Oh, and then the boom. Okay, Celebi's gone. Celebi's gone. I think this is still looking dire for Sadlysius, even though it's 3v3. The boom into the Celebi coming in. Okay. Here comes Oh, it was Tyranitar. Why didn't we go Tyranitar before? I mean, I guess we're afraid of, like, Subpass or, like... This is the same team. This is the same team. So we know that there's a Jirachi in the back. We know that there's a Jirachi in the back. We know that the Jirachi is Calm Mind, Thunderbolt. Probably Ice Punch, Thunderbolt, and then either Psychic, HP Grass, maybe Fire Punch. I don't know. Here comes the Jask, though. So the Jask does have Silver Wind, which does give it a way to get some chip on the Tyranitar. Interesting. Yeah. Wait, who's the back again? Yeah, the Jirachi. So I don't know how much Silver Wind does. I don't know if this Ninjask is attack invested or if Ninjask runs bulk. Either way, so this is down to 30 seconds again, getting pressured by the timer, and ABR is well above 240 seconds, 4 minutes ahead. I mean, like, here comes the sub, trying to dodge a slide. Yeah, that's so scary, because now you're just afraid of dodging Rock Slide. I mean, like, to hit 5 Rock Slides is actually just barely above a 50% chance. Well, actually, you can't sub 4 times because of sand. But if you try to dodge 3 Rock Slides, I mean, you only have about a 70% chance, I believe, to hit 3 Rock Slides, which is not amazing. If you... Oh, no! Does it live? Oh, the Omni Boost attempt. That was crazy. Trying to miss. I mean, what? I mean, well, now I'm just confused. I mean, I guess you really just value the health on Suicune, so you're just trying to go for that. But why don't you just sub? I'm a little bit perplexed on not clicking sub. I mean, maybe just to guarantee. I guess just to guarantee the Surf kill, right? Maybe Surf might have not killed. I mean, like, yeah, that's interesting. That Omni Boost was sick, though. Could you imagine if that missed? Holy crap. Okay, here we go. So yet again, we were in this situation before, except this time Salamence is faster. However, it's representing Mixed Ments with Flamethrower. Ice Beam. This thing has Ice Beam. This is bad. I mean, if you're going Ments into Suicune, this is not looking good. What is in the back for Sadlysius? We're looking for a Rock Resist. Could be Metagross. I don't think it's Swampert anymore. I'm really thinking it's Metagross. Could be Rachi, but like... Sadly, also has to deal with the Jirachi in the back, so it's like, what do you do? I mean, like, this is just looking bad. This is looking really bad. I mean, like, unless Salamence says something special for this Suicune, but I don't know what that would be, if anything. I mean, like, Toxic? I mean, like, I'm just talking out my, you know, at this point, I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, why go Salamence here? That has to mean that there has to be something in the back that wants the chip. Because you need a rock resist on a team that is this pressured by Aerodactyl with Ments. I mean, like, there's no way. I mean, because like Gengar gets a kill, Arrow comes in. What do you go into? You need a rock resist. Here comes the D-Claw, big damage. Just decides to kill it with Ice Beam. Let's see what's in the back and if there's a chance. It is Metagross. Here we go. Okay, Metagross might have a chance if it's agility. Because it can't get roared out. Oh, Surf's doing so much. It is agility. Okay. Rock Slide. Flinch. No flinch. Oh, no flinch. Surf. I don't think it's going to do it. I don't think it's going to do it. Earthquake. It's not enough. Had to go for the flinch. Metagross is done. And ABR wins the series 3-0. Not 3-0. 2-1. I don't know why I said 3-0. 2-1. Holy crap, 50 minutes I've been yapping about ADV OU. Goodness gracious. Hope you guys enjoyed that series. Hope I didn't spread too much misinformation. Excited to be back to narrating. Wow, this is what a great series. What a fun series. What a fun series. What a good time. Hope you guys had a good time if you have been listening for this long. Yeah, you know, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with all the ADV stuff, all the gaming. I don't know what outro they do, so I'm just going to call it here. Peace out. Let's go. Gen 3.